team number 3, and our team is conformed by Iram, Andres, Fernando, and me, Mariana. And we visited the zoo that is called La Pastora. And we see a lot of different animals and in different habitats, but we are going to talk about 6 of them. The scientific name of the elephants are Loxodonta. These ones live in Africa, which their habitats are like the savannas, grasslands, and forests. Also, they are in some parts the temperature is slightly colder than typical of tropical climates. The abiotic factors are the wind, the water, the sunlight, and the biotic factors are tigers, rhinos, and bamboo. Are primary consumers, which means that they are herbivores, feeding off a variety of vegetables. They have an important role in maintaining the biodiversity of the ecosystem. During dry season, elephants use their tongues to dig for water.
I'm Enrico and I'm going to talk about the tiger. The scientific name of tiger is the Panthera tigris. Tigers are mainly found in rainforest and savannas. The biotic factors that affect the tiger are, for example, other animals, cover, and plants. And the abiotic factors that affect the tiger are, for example, soil, climate, and water. Their position in the food chain. They are considered carnivores, and they are tertiary consumers and primary predators. They act as a control mechanism for herbivores consumers to control the amount of vegetation. They play an important role in many ecosystems since they prey herbivores and ensure the plants and vegetation ain't great from extinction. I'm Enrico and I'm going to talk about the giraffe. Its scientific name is Giraffa. It habits mainly in the rainforest and savanna. The biotic factors that affect the giraffe are, for example, trees and cacti, and the abiotic factors that affect the giraffe are, for example, climate and sand. Its position in the food chain. The giraffe is classified as a consumer in the food chain, mainly meaning that it only eats plants. Its consumer type is considered a primary consumer, that are organisms that eat only producers. There's the importance of the giraffes in the food chain is that they help in the transfer of energy within an ecosystem, without which an ecosystem can lose its balance and collapse.
Okay, these are the zebras, and its scientific name is the Equus burchelli. Its climate is that it lives in a mild and generally warm and temperate climate. Its abiotic factors are the non-living parts in an organism's environment that affect the functions like the water, oxygen, and temperature. Biotic factors, the living organisms in the water. In the middle, their position in the food chain is in the middle, and they are primary consumers because they eat and then they get eaten. And they are important in the food chain because it's the main prey of animals like the lions and tigers, of large carnivores that typically inhabit the same ecosystem. As you can see, this is a crocodile. Its scientific name is Noada crocodilinae. Its climate is that it lives in a fresh water, as you can see right there, like a pool, and brackish or slightly salty environments. Its abiotic factors are the tropical and subtropical heat, water bodies such as lakes, rivers, sandy areas to lay eggs. Its biotic factors are the prey such as the fish, turtles, and various mammals that they can eat. Its position in the food chain, they are in the very top, and it's a predator, so it eats whatever it moves around it, and it helps to keep the balance in the complex web of life in freshwater ecosystems. That's why it's very important in the food chain.
Okay, white tigers are usually from the Bengal tiger subspecies Panthera tigris tigris, or the Siberian tiger Panthera tigris altaica, although there are historical data of occurrence in several other subspecies. These species can be found commonly in Asian jungles, where they live in snow-covered tundra, tropical evergreen forest, mangrove swamps, and dry deciduous forests. The abiotic factors are water, air, soil, sun, and rainfall. The water and rainfall helps cool down the tigers when it is too hot for them. They need air in order to survive. And sun and soil helps plants grow, and plants release CO2, which is beneficial for the tigers. The biotic factors are the forest, trees, and prey. The forest allows the tigers to blend into their surroundings and sneak up on a prey. In the Chinese, tigers scratch the trees in order to show dominance and mark their territory. The prey helps the tigers to survive by giving them things to eat. It is a top predator which is at the apex of the food chain and keeps the population of wild ungulates in check, thereby maintaining the balance between prey herbivores and vegetation upon which they feed. In the forest ecosystem, tiger sits at the top of the food chain as a tertiary carnivore and as a primary predator. And that will be it for the white tiger.
And to conclude in this video, what we learned was about the climate of 6 different animals, that the climate is important to know where does it lives, the abiotic and abiotic factors, that the abiotic factor is the chemical and physical factors of the environment that affect the ecosystem, and the biotic factors are the ones that a living component in an ecosystem. Then we also learn their position in the food chain, about what they eat or what are the prey of, and their importance in the food chain to maintain a balance in the world.